Alright guys, in this video what I want to go over is how to use ManyChat. And so ManyChat is really good when it comes to being able to qualify your leads and know how serious they are, or what they're looking at. So without further ado, let me just hop right into it. So this is what your ManyChat dashboard will look like. And I do want to say before I get into the features that ManyChat does have a free version, but it also has a $10 a month version. Some of the features that I'm going to go over today are included in the $10 a month version, so I highly recommend that you do the $10 version. But so this is your dashboard. So whenever someone logs into ManyChat, you'll be able to see, and you have a certain number of subscribers, this kind of thing. Let me go into how to navigate your ManyChat. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a flow. So right here, I'm going to go down and I'm going to create a flow. And you'll see I already have some flows that are created. I'll show you those after I show you the basis of how to create one. But let me just go ahead and click New Flow. I'll say Test 1, Create. Okay, all right, so this is what it's going to look like. Click on it and you have all these different options. So you can have it start out with a text, with an image. So for instance, if you're running a Facebook ad, it's what I typically do, and I'll show you this in my example, is I actually have the same image that's in the creative section of the Facebook ad as the very first thing to show up on the ManyChat messenger bot. And the reason is it just helps the consumer kind of bridge the gap between the ad and then going right to the ManyChat autoresponder. So that's what I'll do at first. I'll put that at the very top. But typically after that, what I want to do is put in this user input. And you'll see that it says Pro, and that's because it's part of the $10 a month package, which I highly recommend that you do. But when I click on user input, I'm going to delete this. What this is going to do is, so I type in any question. And so say the first question is you want to know what area they're thinking. So say so what am I doing? Go back to this flow. Click here. Okay, cool. So just so I can have a better idea, what area, or let's do price range. What price range are you thinking? I'll show you why in a second. Okay, so you see it says reply type, and it could be text. Text will be you're going to allow the user to put in to free response whatever text that they want, and then multiple choices when there's different things that they can simply click on. I recommend that you mostly use the multiple choice because it's super easy from the consumer's end for them just to click a button and you to get the relevant information. So put in multiple choice, get rid of the skip button, and so quick reply. Say that there's different price ranges. So say that you could be looking between 100 and 200K. Add another one. So let's say 200 to 400K. And then just say 400 plus. This is just for example purposes. Whatever your area dictates is what you'll put. All right, so put that done. And so now at this point, what's going to happen is as soon as that user clicks on the ManyChat, clicks on your ad, goes to ManyChat, this is going to be the first question that they're asked. And so when they're asked this question, there's going to be all these different buttons that they can simply click on. Now, when they click on it, the next thing is whatever you want to put next. So I would put in another user input, and I put this as a multiple choice as well. And if you're in real estate, I would say something like, okay, perfect. How many beds were you thinking? Or you could just do number of bedrooms. Keep it simple. Yes, quick reply. So you could do one bed, one bed. You could even do the emoji. That's what I do in mine, and I'll show you how to do that kind of thing. And so the purpose here is that this is going to walk you through how to use ManyChat, and it's going to give you the relevant information from that lead when that lead comes in. So I'm going to spare you the time, and I'm going to show you what one of the kind of finished flows looks like. Okay, so let me zoom in here. All right, so what's going to happen is, and it gives you all the stats as well as how many people clicked on it, and you know what answers they clicked on, and so on and so forth. And so you'll see that I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. So the picture of my ad goes to the very top, list of homes, and below that is going to be hi first name. That's going to be pulled from their Facebook, just so I can have a better idea what general price range are you thinking. And there's, let's see, 6 different price ranges, and then they click on it, and that prompts them to the next one, which is how many beds are you looking for. You'll see also that I tag each one as well, so that way I have all of that data in my ManyChat sort of CRM, if you will. But so I have that, how many beds are you looking for, how many baths are you looking for, so on and so forth. It goes down the list, time frame. Then the last one on this flow is going to be, are you currently renting or do you own your own property? And what you'll see here when I zoom out is that it's going to, based off of this answer, take them to the flow, take them to the next flow. And so if they're an owner, then that's a separate flow than if they're a renter. And so as a result, I created another flow. And you can do that by simply clicking on flows, and if it's the owner, then it takes them to another flow, and it'll look like this, and then there's another flow. And so anyways, the point is that you're going to organize all of your flows right here. Okay, so this is kind of how the whole thing works. Now, in order to prompt the flow, you're going to go over to growth tools. This is what prompts the flow. So you're going to click new growth tool. And if you're doing a Facebook ad, there's basically 2 main ways to prompt the flow. One is going to be through a messenger ref URL, which is the same thing as a website URL. It's the same exact purpose. Or you can do Facebook ads JSON. This is if you do a traffic campaign, you can insert the JSON code in there. And I won't go into the details into that, but perhaps in another video I can go into it. But so you can either do it through Facebook ads JSON, or you can do it through messenger ref URL. So let me minimize this and show you. Okay, so Facebook Ads Manager, create a campaign. All right, so like I mentioned in the last video, the 3 main types of ads that you want to run as a real estate agent are going to be the traffic, messages, and lead generation. Conversions as well, conversions for that. But as far as for this messenger bot, the 3 sort of options that you have are traffic, lead generation, and messages. Now, if you are to do messages or traffic as your campaign, you're going to get a lot more people into your ManyChat CRM. However, you're not necessarily going to get all of those phone numbers. If you do a lead generation ad, in that case, you're going to generate the lead that gives you the phone number and the email. And then after the lead is generated, it's going to prompt them throughout whatever flow that you choose. And so that's typically the one that I choose is lead generation, because you kind of have the best of both worlds. You have the phone number and email, so you can reach out to those leads. And then you also have that lead fill out their information. So this is really what you want to do, is lead generation to ManyChat bot. It's a really good system. All right, you hit continue, and I'm not going to go through this. I'm just going to go to the ad and show you exactly where you would put it in. Well, if you've ever run a lead generation ad, it's the same thing. What you're going to do is you're going to go down, and then on whatever form that you create, say I do a new form, thank you screen. On the thank you screen, which is the third page of the lead generation lead form that's native to Facebook, there's going to be a button, and you can click. You can put in whatever link it is, and that's where you're going to put in the messenger ref URL. So say I click on it, and I go to setup, and on the setup, it's just right here. You copy this to clipboard, and let's see here, go right here, and you would put it right there. And once they click on this button, that's going to take them right to the ManyChat flow where they're going to fill out that information and give you, and then you're going to get all that information. So that's the basis of ManyChat. I wanted to do it relatively quickly, but give you just the basics that you need to know going into it. So to summarize, you have your flows. You're going to create your flows, and then you're going to have your growth tools, and then your growth tools are going to be what prompts the flow. And the main two growth tools are going to be using the messenger ref URL and the Facebook ads JSON, which I didn't show you in this video, but I can do it in a subsequent video. So anyways, I've created a few flows. I can easily copy these and send them over to you. If you're interested in getting a copy of these flows, just write a comment down below and I'll send it over right away. Anyways, that's it. If you have any questions in regard to this, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I hope that you were able to find this very informative.